showed some of it there.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed
right.
with speed. There's a receiver with the ball.
You getting crazy in my room. Ain't no damn nature. Talking about your simulation. We watching too many sci-fi movies.
He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Makes it past the marker. And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
Got through the game. That's what happened. He never been scared before. That's what happened.
Not scared like he scared me.
No, he never been scared before.
He was scared that one time he was outside in that snow and he thought he was about to freeze to death.
The handoff to Johnson. At the 20, he's got space.
They done got you all hyped, doggy.
Keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Unleashes it on the run. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for a big gain. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You don't know.
When you have a conference as
Your mom done got them all
balanced
hyped.
as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Just keep slinging it. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
You're safe in here, buddy.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. They're working that left side. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that pass. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Quickly complete.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you...
Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a make.
Touchdown, Bearcats! And the punishment has been extended. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snap it to the back. And you race it to the house. With that, coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Social studies. It's all been leading up to this moment. Life is short, but lunch is shorter. That's the Lunchables effect. Journeys begin with a single step, like switching to progressive in 700.
That is a cheesy little movie. Oh, me.
One needle cheesy. You can't have too much of a good thing. That's why USAA has continued to grow for over 100 years to provide the military community with exceptional insurance and banking options. Because at USAA, we take care of our own.
Taco Bell's new Lutz Value menu has so much nuts. It's starting to run people's heads. I'm the Lutziers. Which is the mini taco salad for? Here to help with coke. 10 extravagant indulgences, all $3 or less. We're back on the halftime report. Look at Virginia, 11-1 at home this season, already exceeding last year's total. That's what you get with first-year coach Ryan Odom. Virginia, Malcolm, highest scoring outfit they've put out there in 25 years.
Yeah, they're averaging over 82 points per game. They make 10 threes. This right here is all set up by excellent spacing and ball movement. They're a high assist team, one of the better assist teams in college basketball.
Yeah, Ryan Odom is looking for a fourth straight 20-win seasons with 3 different programs, and the Jabari is out. Why wouldn't they be? As guess who's going to connect? Hey, it's Jabari himself.
Yeah, he's great for them early on, but Syracuse making a push on this one on the road. This will be a big upset win for the Red in Syracuse.
Yeah, that's on ESPN as we speak. Louisville, Wake Forest, that's Isaac McNeely. Here comes Adrian Woolley. As you might expect, Louisville out to a quick start in Winston-Salem.
Yeah, and again, they got plenty of guys. Obviously, getting Michael Brown Jr. back is huge for them. And they're a team of Wake Forest looking for a signature win.
Yeah, 43-34. Brown had been out with a bit of a leg injury. Saturday's slate looks like this. 2 undefeateds left in major college basketball. Miami of Ohio is 1. They'll be taking on Marshall on ESPN+. Meanwhile, Arizona is off to the best start in school history, which is saying something considering their history. They will host the Pokes. And all eyes are going to be not on Corky, not on Jaden Bradley, but on another freshman, Braden Burris.
And he leads them right now in points per game. He's a guy that I think we don't talk about enough. You look at what he's done. He's had 7 games where he's gone for 20 or more. He's got great size. He's a guy that can shoot the ball from the three-point line, but they do a lot of their damage on the defensive end, and then they get out in transition. He's one of the best freshmen, I think, that we don't talk about enough.
So that game is at 4 p.m. Eastern. Right after that, it'll be Duke and Carolina. Both of these teams, of course, led by terrific freshmen. You've got Cam Boozer for Duke, who looks like he's going to give the Blue Devils their second straight top freshman in the country and best player overall. Cooper Flagg had that double last year, and it looks like it's going to be Boozer this year. Jalen Wilson has been high-flying for Carolina, and it'll be a matchup of 2 of the great freshmen at the Smith Center tonight at 6:30 on ESPN. However, even though they've got the lion's share of the attention, there's a couple of other guys that could play key roles in this game you want to spotlight. We'll start with Seth Triple, who's off an injury on his own.
Yeah, he is one of the rare guys that has played in this rivalry, so he knows what it is about. I think he is going to be key. His ability to make plays. Look, this Duke defense, we talk a lot about Cam Boozer, we talk a lot about Isaiah Evans offensively, but this Duke defense pressures guards. You're going to have to make individual plays, and I think Seth Trimble is going to have to make some individual plays in this one. And then Derek Dixon, you're going to have to make threes against this Duke team. Derek Dixon's shooting the ball really well for this North Carolina team. 41% from the floor, but he's a guy that shoots 40% from the three-point line. Duke makes you shoot threes. They don't give many twos up. So North Carolina, if they're going to pull off this upset, they're going to have guys make some threes.
Duke is the only undefeated team left in the ACC. They have 1 loss this season. It came in a neutral site road game at Madison Square Garden, where essentially they gave up a 17-point lead to Texas Tech. Otherwise, Duke would be right there with Arizona and Miami of Ohio, straight from the south. That's perfect. On the way, it's been pretty much a perfect first half for Arkansas, even though they're playing shorthanded. We're back to talk Super Bowl Sunday after this.
How's that flu? You need Dayquil Intense Flu.
Power through your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. You do got this. Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your flu medicine.
In my opinion, it's the epitome of where art meets science. Everything from flavor to color to texture is scrutinized.
Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on last year's national champion, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Where would you go? Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. With Tremfya, clear skin is possible. And for adults with active psoriatic arthritis, Tremfya goes beyond the skin.
He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. On first down. Fires left. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Looking left. Oh, they find a hole in the defense. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Welcome back to Humphrey Coliseum, where Serafina Violin performed at halftime. Got the building jumping a little bit. Arkansas on top by 13. Mississippi State cut it to 7. With a 6-0 run to close the first half for the Razorbacks. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete.
Why are you wrong with him?
Hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Bearcats are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he just flat dropped.
Whoa.
He wanted to run before he
Oh my God, bro.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got play.
They can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the conference. And when Knox and Wagner get back into the fold, if you're a Razorback fan, you want to see, can this team play with all players at their supreme level of confidence and talent? Jones, lob, too heavy for Ballard, but Chora right place, right time. He's had an excellent afternoon, 11 points to go along with 6 rebounds. Thomas pull-up. That's a really good move right there by Malik Thomas. At 6'5", he takes that one bounce pull-up and the elevation right over the top with that wingspan. He's real focused and locked in. Floater, no, tap out to Richmond, and he is fouled. Number 1 on a Chora. Oh, by Richmond. You can see Thomas here, 6'5", he got covered right there. One bounce, he pulls up, he doesn't even see the contest as he shoots that one right over the top of him. Great recognition by the freshman to use his size as an advantage. You knew Arkansas, coming off a loss to Kentucky in a long bye week, was going to be ready to play in this game. They have not lost back-to-back games all year, and that is sent out of bounds by Quincy Ballard. Hey, look, John Calipari said, look, our team is not blemishless, but we are very talented.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update.
The SEC tournament in March. Meanwhile, Malik Ewing dealing with a shoulder situation will keep you abreast of his status.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking for a deep man. Reels it in down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Ooh.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Well, the offense trying to attack the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. That is no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
The Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hayes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown Bearcats! Snagged in the end zone. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Quick strike through the air for the score. That'll...
He's been on a burner all day long, and he's been able to do it in so many ways. The variety of scoring in transition and outside, reading the game beautifully in the sweet stroke of the trailer. Number 5 in white doing his thing on the road in Starkville.
He has 7 of his team's 16 assists. The numbers he has put up this year, absolutely sensational. Among the best we've seen by a freshman in this conference in some time. And he's been freshman of the week 6 times, Richard. That ties a record with a handful of other players, including the likes of Brad Beal. That's the company Darius Acuff keeps. And still a lot of time left in the freshman year. He's leading the league well.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The game plan was to come in and throw the football and to attack this defense vertically down the field. I'd say they've done just that. This QB now has close to 500 passing.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Finds a man on the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
It was 0 for 3 in the first half. Well, the first thing that's smart to do is talk to your teammates. Say, call out the screen, big fella. As he gets nailed in an errant pass. Right here for Mississippi State.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. all three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Brazil steps into a 3. Arkansas will run after a miss, make any opportunity in transition. Brazil tap into the hands of Mississippi State and a point-blank 20 off the mark by Jamarion Davis-Fleming, but a foul on Malik Thomas. 16-point lead for number 21.
Man who works hard, sweats hard. Old Sky Swagger finds sweat, so Coach thought I was slacking. So I trained with my Old Spice, and I became the best player ever. Sometimes, man must overcompensate.
Mark, Keith, what you doing? We think it's a drainage issue. No, I know what they're working on. What do you guys do? Young homeowners turning into their parents. Love the job site. Reinforced concrete. Here we go. It's an incredible thing. Hey, fellas, I saw some work getting done at the middle school. Is this related? I don't know. Just had a question about the wiring inside there. Let's go.
Progressive can't save you from becoming their parents, but we can save you money when you run full auto with us.
We're back on.
We won't.
I'll give you 1/5 of my cookies for 1/3 of your pizza. Don't lowball me, Harold. 2 tenths. 3 tenths. Deal.
Willingly doing fractions. That's the Lunchables effect. When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin D punches back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears. Nobody ever said, like that chicken from Popeyes. Old Louisiana flavors are meant to make people fall in line. That's why it's love. For a limited time, get your fave for $5 each.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi.
Most people achieve clear skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free. And many were completely clear, even at 5 years.
People also saw significant improvement in pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccine.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Bro don't even got no fucking shit yet. Oh my god.
Enjoy 20% off store-wide.
The two most winningest programs in college basketball back on the hardwood tonight, featuring two young stars of the game, both projected lottery picks, both forwards, both expected to battle all night tonight, Richard Hendricks.
That's going to be a good one. That's a must-see TV matchup. Two big-time players that you're going to be seeing play at a high level for a long time.
That video package really stands out, and the one image in particular, Tyler Hansbrough with a bloody face. That for me was like the golden era of that rivalry.
Just a tough player, phenomenal player, got it done, so efficient every single night. Really good player who got the best of Duke oftentimes in that rivalry.
A guy who he played against in that rivalry, now coaching the Duke Blue Red. John Shire with another fantastic team. Every year they have reloaded and been Sweet 16 or better contenders.
They've done a great job and a tough job to replace the legend in Coach K. This team's playing top-level ball right now.
Aycup frees himself and knocks down a three. Another 20-point performance for Darius Aycup Jr., his fourth in a row.
When you talk about that, this is top-level ball. And Aycup, it's all those little things that allow him to get freed up.
Sergei Matsura down after that play. He got tangled up underneath the hoop. And there's going to be a break in the action here. Right there, got tied up with Nick Pringle, whose arm came down. It looked like he hit him in the head, perhaps. And our officiating crew of Bart Lennox, Chuck Jones, Anthony Jordan are going to take a look at it. Jordan just confirmed with us that this is an official initiated review.
Tough to see exactly where he was able to get hit. The towel on his head, maybe in the eye area.
There's no foul on the play of Mississippi State ball on the back.
And Anthony Jordan confirming with us that it was just a basketball play. Meanwhile, Sergei Matsura is not only covering his face with a towel, but limping very gingerly with the help of the training staff, presumably back to the Mississippi State locker room.
He's been shaken up. That's a big blow he took right there. You can see as Pringle comes in there. I think he takes a little scrape right there when he comes down with his left hand on his eye and his face area. That's a tough situation right there. Hopefully he can go back and get some help and get back to feeling better.
Meanwhile, a 17-point lead for Arkansas. They send Darius Aycup Jr. to the bench. Razorbacks really doing it without Carter Knox, DJ Wagner, or Malik Ewan, who continues to get treatment for his right shoulder on the Razorback sideline. But others have stepped up for John Calipari's team. Meanwhile, Warren checking into the game for the first time today for Mississippi State. Chris Jans just searching for any answers right now.
It's a challenge for Chris Jans. You know you have Hubbard, who's a big-time scorer that you can depend on, and Epps is the next guy. Epps not giving him the offensive production that you need, but he's in search of the third option on his team. If Mississippi State can get that done by one player stepping up more collectively, then they can start to get back in this thing, not only in this game, but moving forward in the season. And with the time left, you can hope that brings some momentum for the rest of the year.
Three to shoot. Extra pass. Warren way off the mark, didn't draw iron, and the second shot clock violation forced by Arkansas this afternoon.
That's a tough one right there for State. Good ball movement, good design to action, just not able to cash that one in with the corner three.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a
what are you
team
doing?
from the Big Ten,
What did they do to you?
Washington Huskies.
Huh?
For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you.
She traumatized you.
And Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started.
You have traumatized this cat. He will not leave my room. He will not. Yeah. Who's that guy?
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with a pick. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the
footwork right there by Sealy on the break. From the standard
Somewhere around here. Oh no, he was over there somewhere. Checking. He's in here. Oh no, he was in. I'm just saying he's in here harassing me. But when you told me he was over there pulling on my string on my coat.
I was down there searching for my next step.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
That's what's up.
Reeled in. It's Murphy. Makes the grab, but not quite enough.
What's the toe thing?
It's early in the game, and his offense
Let's loosen it up now.
rhythm. These easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Got it in the middle. It's Selvia. Really nice job.
So yeah, he's I don't think he's scared. I don't think he want to come back downstairs.
Defense and get the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all
You see
the way
him?
across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They're going to run it. It's Gilliam. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
He don't want to go back downstairs, Peyton.
That's a great job executing.
No, he's been in here harassing me the whole time. He's never staying here that long.
Wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Longhorns are on the move. With the catch, it's Murphy. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. And that's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. There's the pressure. Why not trying to get it in? They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll go with a direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them open.
Touch pass on the run. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd knows when to bring it. Calls his own number. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Next on ESPN2, Ole Miss in Texas. Ole Miss had a rough season, but maybe some solace for Beard. His first game back in Austin since his dismissal.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Dalen Swain, who was recently just named a top 10 mid-season finalist for the Julius Erving Award. He has been a fantastic transfer for the Longhorns.
That guy has it all. Playing for Sean Miller, he's been developed for a couple of years coming over to the stage. He's showing that struggle in all translates.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And you see those beautiful plays. Here is Akub Jr.
This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the 2nd half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle.
What? Oh my God. Baby cheating.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down Selvia. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Right down the middle. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Hollywood Casino app. Your next big thrill is just a tap away. New players get 300 bonus spins, plus up to 1,000 back in casino credits. Hollywood Casino. Download and play today.
Bundle home and auto with the text 365-734.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the big fella. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Slings it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCutcheon. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. And he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The AT unit on the field.
Right.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UCF is currently up big right now, and really everything they've dialed up offensively has worked. They're up 14 over Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll...
Right.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Yeah.
Offense changing the play.
Peyton can't take you. She's here.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Right on the money.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man.
What time you got to be there, Shannon? 3?
Look at that QB. Y'all get
I'll take you. Tell her I'll take you. I got to go to the grocery store anyway.
Direct snap. Finding open areas.
Are you about to get in the shower right now?
And how about that?
I'm about to get in the shower.
Always ordered an explosive
Huh?
play to the 40.
And that's what you want to see from this offense.
Okay, well, she can take you.
Can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock.
I wasn't trying to get no gas. It's cold outside.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilliam. Drills him with the stiff arm. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy made to treat cancer. FDA approved for 18 types of cancer. One of those cancers is early-stage non-small cell lung cancer. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies before surgery to combat early-stage lung cancer, which can be removed by surgery, and then continue alone after surgery.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Mo. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Selvia. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the foot.
Makes a grab, past the marker. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the...
Well, speaking of SEC basketball, Monster
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Selvia. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it and getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing the 3rd and long. They've struggled all day long. They've needed more of this. Maybe they can get back in it, but obviously they've given up a ton of points so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence.
Breaks into the open. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Cowboys, Baltimore Colts, Chiefs, Jets, Packers. Now we're going to switch to the NFL Championship. Last one's in 1965. So that's Packers, Browns, Bears, Packers, Eagles, Baltimore Colts, Lions, Giants, Browns, Lions, Rams, Browns. Should be 1949. Okay, so that's Eagles, Chicago Cardinals, Chicago Bears.
Defending, and then they got out in transition. They were able to make some moves.
Coach's son, Sam Hoiberg, has been great. There's Rick Nass. He's been out a little bit with an injury. He missed the game the other day with an illness. But Nebraska got it done, and they win 80-6 in the game. Their mini two-game losing streak has come to an end again. Big Red, the only team in the Power Four that's never won a tournament game since their top 10. Looks like that streak is going to come to an end. Once again, Ole Miss, Texas coming up about 3 minutes after 2. Houston Falcons super here with you. Scores and highlights from around the country. It's a huge day over on ESPN. It actually started with Virginia, who's already exceeded last season's win total at home, taking on Syracuse. And Jakari White, he's got his own cheering section at JPJ, and then plenty to cheer about.
The Jacarbies were out, and he has been so huge for this Virginia team. improved offensive Virginia team that averages over 80 points per game, and they make 10 threes.
Yeah, that 83.3 is their highest in 25 years on Yensu there. Chance Mallory. Syracuse been a little bit of a second-half run, but Malcolm, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, and Chance Mallory, another name to remember. He has been playing extremely well with his Virginia team.
For ACC, Louisville's really been up and down, but unfortunately for Wake Forest, when a team needs a pick-me-up, they go to Winston-Salem, and it was Louisville, a little tighter than they would have liked, but since Michael Brown's come back, they've been a different team.
Yeah, they are. He is a difference maker. Certainly, him and the lineup, they're a team that has their eyes on going deep in the NCAA tournament.
And then Pryor here, again, this got a little bit tight, but when shots like that start to drop, you know it's going to be your day. They're holding on right now. They're up 3. 2 undefeated teams left in major college basketball. One is Miami of Ohio, the best start any MAC team's ever had. They're at Marshall. That'll be 4 Eastern on ESPN. Oklahoma State is taking on the other undefeated. That would be number 1 Arizona, who is being led by Braden Burries, who somehow, Malcolm, is not on the Wooden Award midseason watch list. Big time omission.
I mean, unbelievable. This guy should be talked about more. Leads them in scoring. I think the big thing is defensively. He's one of the better defenders. He can score at all 3 levels. You see here, he can knock down the 3. He's great in transition. But this, to me, is an underrated part. His defensive effort, they create a lot of offense with their defense. Braden Burries is one of the best players in college basketball.
He's off too. Best start in program history. That says something. Right after Arizona's done on ESPN, it's time for Duke, Carolina. 2 of the best freshmen in the country. Cam Boozer, ACC Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year, National Player of the Year. Not to be outdone, Caleb Wilson, who's been absolutely terrific. The stud from Atlanta made his way down to Chapel Hill, and it will be a battle of 2 of the best freshmen in the country at 6:30 Eastern in round 1 of the last 120 meetings between these 2 great rivals. 60 wins for Carolina, 60 wins for Duke. What else would you want? But let's focus in on somebody other than Boozer, and of course Wilson getting all the attention. Let's talk about Trimble, who's really come back from an injury a couple months ago. He's really key Carolina.
He's the X factor for them, and he's one of the few guys on this North Carolina roster that has played significant minutes in this rivalry. And I think for me, this is going to be key in determining the outcome of this game. Duke does a great job in pressuring you and taking you out of your offensive sense. So your wings and your guards in particular are going to have to handle the pressure and make shots. Seth Trimble, to me, is going to be, I think, the determining factor in this game. Can he make individual plays?
Now, this guy can actually shoot the 3 pretty well, too.
Yeah, and that's the other part of that Duke forces you to do. You're going to have to make some perimeter shots. Derek Dixon, over 40% from the 3-point line. And he is going to be a guy that's going to be counted on. In particular, if they start doubling on Caleb Wilson or shading defense towards him, he is going to have to knock down some threes. I cannot wait for this one. I think it's the best rivalry, not just in college sports, but in sports in general.
All right, when you think about Duke, Texas Tech's the only team that's clipped them. They have no losses in ACC play. Where are they the most involved?
I would say right now, if they have people that can guard Cam Boozer individually, remember, Baysar and Caleb Wilson are mobile bigs. I think now you make other guys go make plays. But remember, most of Duke's offense really has been predicated off of Boozer drawing so much attention. He's such a handful to match up against. So he's a good passer. Now, if you can play in single coverage and make the other guys score, I think that's how North Carolina wins this game.
All right, we got 6 games over on ESPN, 4 here today on ESPN2. The 2 o'clock Eastern window is about to begin on both channels. Over on ESPN, one of the best shooters in the country, Milan Momcilovic for Iowa State, taking on Baylor. Again, they're going to tip on ESPN from Hilton Coliseum in under 2 minutes. And right here on ESPN2, we're going all SEC for Ole Miss and Texas. That's coming up. Tremont Mark has been great. Remember, he played in Arkansas. We just saw the Hogs in the first game of our quadruple header. We'll see what he does against the Reds here. We're going to send it out there in just about a half minute from now. Quick final thought on what to look for between Ole Miss and Texas.
Look, I think this thing is going to come down to the team that starts off fast with this one. Obviously, Chris Beard all over the news around him coming back. I think that is going to be the determining factor this week.
It's It's a big spot here for Ole Miss, who's sitting here with 11 wins and 11 losses. Boosters are 4 in a row. A real opportunity to turn their season around against Texas, who's trying to get to over 500 in league play. Here's Tom and Dave, and we'll see you at the half.
Zubin, thank you. Beautiful day on the 40 acres. You're watching the SEC on ESPN. 80 degrees outside. The temperature has been turned up inside. When former Texas coach Chris Beard arrived for the game this afternoon, the Texas students obviously aware of his history with this program. And a warm Longhorn greeting as the Rebels look to snap a 4-game losing streak, and head coach Sean Miller has the Longhorns sitting on the bubble for the postseason. Welcome courtside. Tom Hart alongside Dave Bradshaw. Ole Miss is in a tough spot right now, maybe even a tougher for Chris Beard to come back here.
Yeah, priority number one is to be able to get off the losing streak, but if he can snap that losing streak against his former team, it'll mean just a little bit more.
Meanwhile, Texas sitting on the bubble. This feels like one of those must-win games for Longhorn.
There's a great sense of urgency in the locker room for Texas. Coach Miller does not hide the fact, the metrics, the numbers from his team. They understand this is a must-win game for them.
17th meeting all time between Texas and Ole Miss. They first met in 1955. And met last year in Oxford as conference mates for the first time. Ole Miss coming off a loss to Tennessee on Tuesday. Texas coming off of a home win against South Carolina. And the Rebels own the possession to start this game. Their 9th different starting lineup under Chris Beard this season as he tries to find the perfect combination. Chippa with the drive for Ole Miss, lost his footing, and we'll get a foul on the Longhorns, and Jordan Pope is first.
Tom, you mentioned the 9th starting lineup, and Chris Beard has had non-negotiables this year, and he is committed to rewarding practice habits. And so every single week it seems like there's a new opportunity to get the starting lineup and prove yourself.
Well, neither head coach is particularly pleased with his respective team's performance at this point of the season. The difference is Ole Miss has been stuck on the road due to that massive ice storm throughout the state of Mississippi. And so they're trying to get it done away from home. Meanwhile, for the starting 5 for Texas, Dalen Swain leads the Longhorns in numerous offensive categories. He's been their MVP, but he turns it over on the first Longhorn possession.
Great double team by Ole Miss. This is a game where you've got to make the extra pass quickly against the Ole Miss team that will absolutely swarm you.
On the clock, he gets cut off on his drive. And Casilla throws in a triple to get the scoring started for Ole Miss.
Casilla with a nice pick and pop. Not really a consistent threat they've had on the season. Just his 3rd triple on the year for Casilla.
Here's Tremont Martin, one of the rare returners for Texas, along with Jordan Pope. Mark is giving Texas plenty of scoring. He's been their primary shooter when it comes to league play. Here's Matas Winkatitis. A little jump up. Nice touch for the 7-footer from Lithuania.
Good patience and poise. He recognized the double team coming from the backside. Didn't panic. Just made the game simple with the jump up.
What does Ole Miss need to be in the half court with this offense?
Well, you'd love to be able to get downhill a little bit more. They rarely get to the free throw line. Great opportunity there if you can catch and put that one in. This is a team that's 360th in the country in terms of distance from 2. Winkatitis. That's playing simple right now, right there, not getting any cheap fouls, lowering your shoulder, and getting good position.
He's one of the most fouled players in college basketball. He's put up an insane foul rate so far this season, coming off of a 12.9 rebound game in the win against Carolina. Challenges that one, and the loose ball collected by Camden Heidi, kicked out to Pope. Winkatitis got deep, and that is a hard foul for Gusto Casilla.
He did his work early on that one. He is extremely fast. I mean, this guy can get up and down the court. Look at him holding his position there. Great target hands, going up quickly. So you've got to try to get his way. Don't let him have a free path to the rim to establish that position.
Chief Don Daly just put his hand on Winkatitis' shoulder. Whispered it in his ear. He can do the same thing with Casilla on the block. Got to make sure these guys keep it clean. It's no secret to this officiating crew. These are 2 of the most foul-prone teams in the SEC. Winkatitis smacks down the first.
difference being Texas gets theirs at the free throw line as well. It's a trade-off. Ole Miss has struggled to win that free throw battle. They've got to hold their own from the charity stripe in this game.
More early for Boyka Titus. Here's a look at the starting five for Ole Miss. They've been getting great production from A.J. Storr off the bench. He stays in that role this afternoon. Rebound by the 7-footer. Played last year at Florida Atlantic. Here's Pope. And his head coach, the former point guard himself, Sean Miller, is looking for more out of number 0 in White. He's getting plenty from number 8 in White. And will go back to the free throw line. Second on Casilla. When you think about the most fouled bigs in recent college basketball memory, and Zach Edey is the first to come to mind. Sean Miller brought up Edey's name when we met with him in his office after practice yesterday. Edey drew 9.5 fouls per 40. Boyka Titus right behind him.
Don't forget Edey. That was his senior year. Boyka Titus just a sophomore. So Edey's production just kept going up and up as he got better, more comfortable, more conditioned. So it is a real skill set and talent to be able to draw that many fouls. Now, on the flip side, you got to make sure you're not committing just as much. But Boyka Titus is a huge presence and something this Texas program can build around down low.
His game has taken a lead here in the SEC. He was the AAC Freshman of the Year last year. Gave the Owls 10 points and 5 boards a game. He's a third better in the point department and 2 rebounds better than he was last year.
Coach Miller talked about his maturity and making the right play, and you see him off to a really good start. That's only going to help his emotions be settled in for the rest of this game. And now Dia checks in to give him a different look.
And Tremont Mark with the drive, rebounded by the Rebels. Chance to push coming the other way, 4 on 3. The hesitation move draws the whistle. It's Cam Heidi's first. Head coach Sean Miller, first season here in Austin, 11 tournament appearances, one of the best coaches who's still searching for a Final Four trip. 12 years at Arizona, then back to Xavier. He made his mark as a head coach. He brought a couple of his players with him, including Dalen Swain. In and out on the free throw attempt. In is Carmody. It was a 73% free throw shooter.
Carmody really an irreplaceable guy for Ole Miss. He's the point guard. He's the one guy on the team that can really create for others and make the people around him better. So see if he can control the tempo and pace of this game for Ole Miss.
Well, operating the offense in front of Matthew McConaughey to the court side. Here's another touch for the big fella. And Ole Miss brought the double and knocked it away. Carmody. Little off-balance floater trying to challenge Boyka Titus. Longhorns coming the other way. Here's Swain. Nice crossover and a low finish. But Boyka Titus there clean it up. 8 early for Modest Boyka Titus.
Good drive. Inside shots lead to inside rebounds and easy cleanup for the big man.
On the other side, the Rebels 1 for 6 from the floor to start this game. Boyka Titus has been the player in this game so far. He's got all 8 for the Longhorns. And he's already got 3 boards. Carney off the back of the rim. Slow start for the Rebels. Good start for Texas. Pulls up. And he's fouled on the jump shot.
Quick trigger by Pope. I don't think Carmody was really expecting him to stop on the dime in transition with the trailing defender. Most guys pull that out or keep attacking the rim. Pope with a nice read. Usually you get back past that guy and you think, all right, I'm going to keep going. And nice job drawing that foul. So it's early, but Ole Miss already, they're the only team in during conference play that is putting their opponent at the free throw strike more than Texas. And you're seeing it early right now.
So
4 free throw attempts already.
You're saying we're missing our flight.
Well, you're going to get me on my soapbox. That's why we got to have 4 quarters so that we can reset the bonus after each quarter. Quicker games, reset the fouls. Maybe we'll be able to get that.
Nick Cody with some early playing time. He has been on the floor in 8 games. Messina Traore, the veteran 24-year-old transfer, is suffering a knee injury that he re-aggravated against South Carolina. He did not practice yesterday. And so so we expected to see Cody get some early run, and here he is before the under-16 timeout.
Good time to sub him in. Still force the Titus some more real time before this media timeout at the under-16.
Travis Perry on the floor now for Ole Miss. He swings around to Pinkins and gets it back. 5 on the shot clock. Perry trying to find some space. He can't. Now 2 to shoot. Pinkins with a challenge 3. What a start for Texas. Their defense has held Ole Miss to a sluggish 1-for-8 start this game. And modest Blake Titus has done everything for the Horns so far.